Welcome back to J.P.'s Retro World. I am your main J.P. Thank you so much for joining me. As usual, we're just having a lot of fun over here. We are talking about everything from old school wrestling to movies, TV shows you got. And it's not just 80s. I'll cover 90s and even, if you want some 70s stuff. Just whatever's retro, whatever's old, whatever's fun, nerdy 80s kid, 90s teenager, people my age kind of stuff, I'll do it. Anyway, today we're having some fun because today we're going to be talking about one of my all-time favorite movies. And no, it's not Back to the Future, although that's right up here. But no, today we are talking about an old movie that I used to watch when I was a kid. The first time I watched it, I was captivated by it, and it was magical. And from that point on, watching it is always a joy. It's always fun. And of course, I'm talking about because I've got a golden ticket. I've got a golden chance to make my way. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't. I know my singing voice is awful. Okay, so anyway. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. How wonderful is this movie? I got it here on Blu-ray. And like I said, my wife and I watched this last night. We had already watched this one movie called The Impossible. That was based on a true story. This movie is just fun. And it was done based on a candy bar. Because the Wonka Chocolate Company, they had this new candy bar coming out, so they wanted to promote the candy bar, so they made this movie based on the book. Well, I have read the book before, and yeah, the book's pretty good, but this is where it's at. Gene Wilder. I mean, come on, nobody else could play Willy Wonka like Gene Wilder. I know Johnny Depp later on did a newer version of this movie, but that really wasn't very good. I'm sorry if all of you thought that movie was great, but not compared to this. I mean, this is where it's at. Come on, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. The premise is this guy, Willy Wonka, has this chocolate factory that's a complete mystery. Nobody's ever been in, nobody knows what it's like, but he makes these fantastic, wonderful candies, and everybody wants to see how he makes them. And there's rumors about what's in there. It's this, mystical, magical place. So everybody wants to go in there. So he does this contest where he puts out 5 golden tickets throughout the world. Only 5. And so 5 lucky people are actually going to get to go in and see the factory. And so there's this little boy here, Charlie Bucket. A poor kid that happens to live in the same town as the chocolate factory, but him and his grandpa are both huge Wonka fans. And they're both really, really captivated by Willy Wonka and all of the chocolate. So once this contest starts, they try really hard, but they're a poor family, so they can't afford to just buy thousands of dollars worth of chocolate bars. So all but one ticket are found. And so then there's, a bunch of singing and stuff, a lot of fun little songs and stuff that they sing. But finally, this guy in Paraguay finds a golden ticket. So Charlie thinks the contest is over. So he's sad because he didn't find one. So he won't get to go and meet Willy Wonka and see this magical place called the Chocolate Factory. So, but come to find out, the 5th golden ticket is fake. So while Charlie is out strolling the neighborhood one day, he finds some money in a drainage drain or in a storm drain. So he gets the money, he goes into the local candy store, he buys a couple chocolate bars, but then when he finds out that the 5th ticket was a fake, because people on the street were kind of talking about it, he's like, ooh. So then he opens up his candy bar, and there it is. The 5th golden ticket. It's all Charlie's. So Charlie runs home. He tells his family, I found the golden ticket. It's mine. Blah, blah, blah. So then his grandpa's like, no, Charlie, we know that there aren't any more golden tickets. But he said, no, Grandpa, the fifth one was a Vegas. That's no the paper. It's mine. I found it. Anyway, so then when Charlie says, oh, Grandpa, I really wish you could go. So this is where the story gets kind of sketchy, in my opinion. So for 20 years, his grandpa hasn't gotten out of bed to help his mother or anything. He hasn't done anything. But now that the prospect of going to see this magical chocolate factory comes to the table, he gets right out of bed and starts walking and dancing around. Oh, now he's dancing. Oh, he can dance. Oh, I haven't done this in 20 years. So anyway, they sing this little song, and then so they go on this adventure. They go into the chocolate factory, and one by one, 4 out of all these 5 kids, they disobey Wonka, and they get into some trouble, and then they're whisked away in some capacity. So then Charlie, him and his grandpa, they try these weird lifting soda pop drinks, but then they're able to catch up with the rest of the crew, and then when the whole tour's over, Charlie thinks that, oh, I get a lifetime supply of chocolate. But then turns out he's not, because Willy Wonka points out that, oh, you signed this contract, but you stole fizzy lifting drinks, so now you don't get anything. Sorry. So then after Charlie's grandpa yells at him, it's like, oh, you're an inhuman monster. Oh, how could you take a boy's dream to smash it to pieces? And so Charlie, feeling guilty, hands in a piece of candy that he had taken earlier, feeling guilty about it because he disobeyed Wonka, gave him back the piece of candy. Then Wonka, in an act of kindness, in an act of honesty, said, okay, yay, you won. So then he announces to Charlie that he's giving him the chocolate factory. That's right, talk about a happy ending. Charlie, who's went through heck to see this thing, now he gets to actually live there, be part of it. He actually gets to have Willy Wonka teach him how to make all this chocolate and all this candy, and gets to live out the rest of his life in joy and happiness. Yay! I'm just kidding. I love that movie. That's one of those movies that I grew up on, that I love, and I could just watch it over and over and over again. So anyway, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Why or why not? Let me know in the comments below here. And that is going to do it. So here's what we're going to do. Let me know, guys. Let me know what you want me to talk about. Let me know what you want to cover, what you want me to cover, and I'll do it. It can be wrestling. It could be anything retro. You could, if there's a movie that you want me to watch and review, or maybe it's a movie I've already seen that I can review, let me know. What do you want me to do? I'll do it. It's for you. I do this for fun. Anyway, that's going to do it. If you're new, go ahead and please like and subscribe. And I will see you next time.